Tomorrow's Thanksgiving. Obviously, it's a big day for everyone here in America. Hang out with your family, eat turkey, while the easily offended are mourning the loss of the land of the Guardians that was taken by those dastardly pilgrims hundreds of years ago. One of the biggest traditions for Thanksgiving in America, it's the NFL. Lions Cowboys. They have hosted games on Thanksgiving for longer than most of us have been alive. Thanksgiving's to the NFL what Christmas is to the NBA. In terms of viewership, these holidays are the biggest days of their regular season. But as I'm looking at the schedule this year in the NFL for Thanksgiving, this trio of turds, it's really a microcosm of the entire NFL season. Bears, Lions, vomit. Giants, Cowboys, double vomit. Dolphins, Packers. I don't know, maybe the night game will be good, maybe it will be entertaining, but I feel like I have been saying that same thing all season about the NFL. Once we get to November, it's going to be great. Once offenses get into rhythm, it will be good. Once Aquarius aligns with Uranus, it will be good. I keep waiting and waiting and waiting for the NFL to show me something, anything. And here we are. What is this? Damn near 3/4 of the way through the season. And this has been one of, if not the worst NFL season in recent memory. If you haven't already, make sure to like and subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter at KC_BTL84. Last night, we were watching season 2 of Rhythm and Flow on Netflix. Now, for those that don't know, Rhythm and Flow is a rap competition show. They take all these young aspiring rappers, put them through several weeks of competition. Winner gets $250,000 in free studio time to make an album. Season 1 of Rhythm and Flow, it was amazing. It was so good, I still go back and rewatch it at least once a year. Last night, we were watching the first 2 episodes of season 2, which are the auditions. I kept waiting for someone to wow me. I kept waiting for someone to demand my attention. I kept waiting for someone to get me excited to watch season 2. Happened several times during season 1. There were several aspiring rappers who made you rewind and watch their audition again. Out of all the auditions last night, which lasted probably about 2 hours, there was one girl who was above average. What the hell's going on with entertainment? Nothing is what it used to be. Sometimes I think maybe it's me, maybe I'm just getting older. In the case of something like Rhythm and Flow, maybe I have fallen out of the demo. In the case of the NFL, maybe my priorities have changed. Maybe the NFL just isn't as important to me as it used to be. But the truth is, I don't think it's me. I think it's them. Earlier this week, I was listening to The Odd Couple on YouTube, or maybe it was First Take. It was one of these doofus debate shows which are no longer about two people debating. These sports debate shows have turned into a love fest where everyone agrees with each other, which is probably why fewer and fewer people are watching. But they were talking about the Chiefs being one of the worst 10-1 teams in the history of the NFL. Now, I'm not taking anything away from the greatness of Patrick Mahomes. I think Patrick Mahomes would have been elite in any era. Same with his brother, the dancing queen, Jackie Mahomes. Those dancing skills, they would translate to any era. But one of the reasons that Patrick Mahomes is so dominant, he doesn't have any competition. Listen to the quarterbacks just in his division. Gardner Minshew. Gardner Minshew sounds like the name of a 70s porn director. Check out the latest classic from Gardner Minshew, Night Nurses from Jersey. Bo Nix, Justin Herbert. That is who Patrick Mahomes is competing against to win the division and make the playoffs every year. Now, Gardner Minshew's out for the season. You know who the Raiders are looking at to replace him? And it's not just the Raiders. There are several teams in the NFL right now looking at the captain of the bum squad to save their season, Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones? The same Daniel Jones who couldn't win games in the NFC East, one of the worst divisions in the league for the last few years? That guy? That is your great white hope? We are 13 weeks, going on 13 weeks into the NFL season, and I cannot think of a single Sunday where I have been entertained for all 7 hours. The overwhelming majority of these games are bad. And the thing is, I don't think it's going to get any better. I hope I'm wrong, but I don't see the NFL getting better. Think about it. They no longer practice. They have the same number of padded practices as they do games. Quarterbacks are no longer being developed in college or in the NFL, really. In the past, quarterbacks would stay in school for a minimum of 3 years. They would learn and develop in the same system, and the teams that drafted them, they would design their system around their skill set. Today, quarterbacks are at LSU 1 year, Ohio State the next, Oregon the next. They've got more fucking air miles than a flight attendant. But KC, wouldn't that make them diversified? Instead of learning one system, they learn multiple systems. Yeah, that's the problem with the entire education system in America. You know how people become successful? You know how people become elite? Schools, they teach kids to be a jack of all trades. They teach kids to know a little something about everything instead of teaching them to become a master at one thing. We have quarterbacks in the NFL who have learned pieces of systems in college. Once they get drafted, they're not ready, and they get thrown into the league week 1 where they get completely devoured. It just feels like every week in the NFL, I'm watching a lot of mediocrity. The witching hour on NFL Red Zone, it has turned into the bitching hour because every Sunday around 2 o'clock, I am bitching and complaining about how boring this product has become. I think we are reaching a point in professional sports where players are making too much money. And look, I never begrudge anyone for making money, but these kids in the NFL and NBA, they are making more money in their first couple of contracts than legendary players made in their entire career. I think what might be happening, that money is killing their drive, it's destroying their ambition, it's making them soft. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I'm out of answers. I don't know what the problem is. I just know the NFL product sucks. You tell me, why has the quality of play in the NFL declined? And look, it's not just the NFL. See the same thing in the NBA. Hell, entertainment in general has declined. Why? Let me know. Sound off in the comments below. I'll see you guys on the main channel.